What is up, everyone? Welcome into another edition of Flowty Live here. And this is a sort of a last-minute plan, so I want to thank everyone for tuning in, and obviously thank fellow co-host today, Trevor, and Boston-based. One is still in Vegas. The other had to leave late last night to get up at work really early this morning.
Can you guess who?
Yeah. even still, Trevor made it on with us today. So how are you guys doing?
I'm good, man. I'm on my lunch break. Like I said, I had to go to work early this morning. I got like 4 hours sleep, but I'm caffeinated. A lot of coffee's deep right now.
I mean, you did announce that you're expecting, so take the 4 hours of sleep while you can.
Yeah. I think that's going to be the standard pretty soon.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I'm holding up all right. I've got 12 more hours here in Vegas. I got a red eye back to Boston tonight. And since I didn't gamble at all, and I was kind of lucky with my NBA Top Shot stuff, I upgraded to first class.
Hey-o. Nice. The only time I've ever been on first class was on a changed flight from Philly to Atlanta, so it was only like an hour and a half anyways.
Yeah, just don't tell my wife.
Not at all.
I've only ridden first class, I think, when I was a kid, and they were doing like the unaccompanied minor, and then if there's open seats, they'd bring you up front and everything. That's it. But it's been a few years since I was an unaccompanied minor.
You should change your handle to unaccompanied minor.
That's pretty much.
This is like, I think this is one of the last
NBACon.
chances, because like I'm flying by myself, so
yeah,
I'm only upgrading myself. It's only that much.
You know? Not true.
And I'm not hurting anybody's feelings, coach. So
Where are you staying at in Vegas?
I'm at the Park MGM, which is not great.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We should at them on air.
I blame Mike Zakarian for that. He said, "Yeah, we're all staying at Park MGM." I did no research. I'm like, "All right, yeah. Place kind of sucks, but that's okay."
Damn, ice cold.
It's okay. You're saving the positivity to ramp up for the summer league and NBACon talk, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I got to keep it real. I mean, I won't bore you guys, but this hotel has a ton of issues.
I mean, hey, believe me, if I'm, you're on the East Coast like me, so if I'm flying out there, I mean, that's not an easy trip. I want to stay somewhere that isn't terrible. Trevor, what were you gonna say?
Jacob Eisenberg was telling me yesterday about how much he loved the Park MGM, and it was so much better than the regular MGM. So I'm getting conflicting statements here. I've never stayed at Park MGM. I've just stayed at the regular one, but I was at Excalibur all weekend. So that's basically the cheapest hotel on the strip.
If our boss Mike, if you're listening, I think we should have this settled by 2 scheduled trips to Vegas, one at the Park MGM and one at the regular MGM, and then we can, hash it out, figure it out from there.
Well, next time I'm going to stay where things are going on, because it's a pain in the ass, like getting from one place to the next in 110 degrees heat, so.
Oh, for real.
That's part of it.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of tight about Excalibur, is that, Mandalay Bay was so close, and a lot of the Dapper employees were all in Luxor or MGM, which was across the way. So any of the events we were doing with like the Dapper team were all just kind of really close by.
Right there.
Somehow I still did 9 miles on Saturday, but that's just Vegas.
Nice.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like I said to you, Trev, I've only been to Vegas once, and it was like a 36 to 40 hour layover. Or not layover, but just there, watched football and came back. So I need to go back and bring the wife to actually do Vegas.
Sure. I need to be here longer too. I was only in Vegas for 49 hours, I think it was, because I arrived at like 9 p.m. Friday night and immediately went to the bar, of course. Had a party, live it up. And then left at 10 p.m. last night after all the games. Because I went to the Blazers Spurs game and everything. Had to see Wemby. Unfortunately, Scoot wasn't playing. But
that's right. He didn't play. Yeah, I forgot he didn't play last night. Wemby, and we'll get into it. But I did think first time out Wemby, I was like, okay, all right. I guess everyone has jitters, but yeah. Second game, I think he shut that up real quick. But before we get any further, I do at least want to be responsible and disclose rather, that this program and all subsequent postings and publications resulting from it is not to be construed as financial advice. Please use caution and operate within a budget that suits you when transacting on Flowty, including purchasing, offering, renting, loaning, or borrowing. Flowty.io does not provide financial advice or recommendations. Thank you. Boring stuff out of the way. We are going to be giving away 2 moments today. I was trying to figure out what would be appropriate, and so I just went with 2 young guys. So we're going to be giving away a Nikola Jovic and a Trey Mann, both the triple badge, or is it triple badge or quadruple badge?
I call them quad badges, but I hear people call them triples. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, so we'll just call it badges. Both their debuts. So we're going to be giving those away. If you've watched the show before, they are trivia based. Absolutely want to thank everyone for tuning in. I know it's Monday 3:00 Eastern. So hopefully this is going to be a little bit of a pickup to your Monday. But before we get into NBACon, just from a basketball perspective, you'll notice in the show sheet, I'm only paying attention to 3 teams in terms of NBA season thoughts and offseason moves. At least the Celtics have been making some moves, and there is stuff to talk about. I'm a little upset because I love Kristaps Porzingis just as a Latvian. There's very few of us, so we always follow the Latvian athletes. But now he's in Boston. Smart and Williams are gone. Who knows where Dame will go, and then who the hell knows what the Sixers are doing. But I'm good to start wherever you guys want. Based, if you want to give your thoughts on Celtics offseason moves so far.
So, obviously the big headline was Smart being traded. And, as a Boston fan, one of the appeals of the Celtics is the homegrown nature. And I think that's something that the ownership and the fans, they all embrace. So losing Smart, who's drafted here or there in Boston, that was a hit. But I think there was a lot of talking last season about who's stepping up in the locker room and who's the leader and everything. And I think given his seniority, he was kind of having that role, but you needed one of the superstars to step up into that role. So I think his absence might kind of create an opportunity for Tatum to kind of step into that role. And, as a superstar, I think that's the role he should have. And I think he gets the respect and, from the team. So I think, and look, just basketball wise, bringing Porzingis, some depth, down low, and he's got the outside shot. I think it's exciting. Obviously he's got a lot of, history with some injuries and everything.
We know who he is and what he is, and he's still, and I don't think, for a discount or even for short term, I don't think many GMs would turn down having him on the team. Yeah, and
they extended him right.
That's right. They did
a week after signing him, so I thought that was a good sign. That things have been clicking or whatever. So
yeah, for sure. And I sort of agree. I don't know. As a Boston fan, at times, did it feel like you were watching a power struggle on the courts? Because you're never all right, Tatum's trying to take over, but is this Marcus Smart's game, etc.? So I don't know. Maybe there's something to it. I don't have the numbers offhand, how Smart did during the games where Tatum, goes for 35 or 40 or something. But I don't know. It just felt that way at times.
Well, he's everyone called him the heart and soul of the team. He put it all on the floor, and people, especially in Boston, appreciate that hustle, the kind of underdog mentality. And so, it's tough to lose that. But I heard some local guys saying, look, is our identity champions or the underdog hustlers, And I think we're the city of champions. So that's what we need to be. And
you are. I'm giving a thumbs down, but you are, because I agree.
So it's we'll see how it plays out.
I'm happy to see Dream Shake is tuning in. Thoughts on Robert Williams and Porzingis.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see it hash out. Yeah. I'm trying to envision a scenario. Now they would never put Robert Williams at like the 4 for like a Twin Towers attack. I don't think.
Oh yeah, probably not the 4, but
yeah.
I'm excited to see hopefully my boy PP going and getting a little bit more minutes again this year after kind of falling out of rotation this last season.
Paul Pierce is back?
Oh, Peyton Pritchard.
That's great.
Yeah. I was racking my brain because it was like, wait, are we talking Celtics or Blazers? Young, yeah. Yeah, he was.
And I have to mention, there's this viral tweet that went viral yesterday from an Elvis impersonator who ran into Joe Mazzulla here in Vegas, and he claims that he said to Joe, "So is White our point guard?" And Joe said, "For now," like with a wink and a nod or whatever. And all right, Elvis impersonator. I don't know. There's been a lot of hints at things coming and all that stuff. So I don't know where I was going with that. But that was weird as fuck.
It's Vegas.
Very quintessential Vegas. Yeah.
And this is almost a good transition because I'd almost prefer Boston as a potential trade partner if Dame did get traded. I don't know if Dame's going to get traded or not, but I'd much rather him go to Boston. There's I think a lot better trade packages that could come from there than the hand job and a box of rocks that Miami's offering.
I'm also completely calling whatever bluff Dame and his agent are putting out there in terms of he's prepared to sit. No, he's not. He's not. He will be playing wherever he gets. You don't have a trade clause. You're going to be playing wherever you get traded. Shake is booing you. Yeah.
It's pitiful the shit that they're offering, and I don't want any of that shit. Like straight up, no. And he's gonna go where we send him because he's under contract and he just signed a fucking extension last year. Like, bro, nah.
Has this happened before, where like a superstar player said, "I only want to be traded to this team and I won't play otherwise"?
It's really frustrating as a Blazers fan, not only because that was kind of, Dame for a while there was telling people they were running from the grind and calling them chumps and everything. And then all of a sudden now he's like, oh yeah, I want to only go play for Miami, the Eastern Conference champs. Like, what the fuck, bro? That doesn't
Trevor's Trevor's taking it personally. As he should.
I got all this Dame shit in my office.
I know. No, that's absolutely true.
I love Dame. But it just doesn't seem like him and his personality.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's why I prefaced it with I'm calling him or his agent's bluff, because I have a hard time seeing he's sitting down and putting a firm finger on it.
Well, we're live right now. Where do you guys think he ends up?
I think he stays with the Blazers, honestly.
I think so. Yeah, I think so too. I don't think there's been any hint of progress, or I don't know. I think he stays with the Blazers too.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you because I don't think the Celtics have the pieces to.
Well,
he said explicitly that he doesn't want to go to Boston. So,
does Alex O have the inside info on Dame? Trev, that's that's VC's last shot question.
I don't know.
We'll have to phone a friend. All right, so just because I know some of us are on some hard outs. Maybe I wanted to talk about like the NBA draft, any lack of surprises actually, I think, but let's just get into the meat of everything and talk NBACon and like. I really just want to learn. I saw that, and I couldn't tell. Like at first, it looked like it said NBACon, but then I was like, that could be like a 1990s, I don't know, like Sublime shirt or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sublime, or you made it yourself.
Yeah. So that's a real fan.
It was the weirdest shirt I could find. So
that's what you got. It's what you got to get. It's unique. But yeah, how was it? I mean, did you catch any summer league action? Were you able to hear the conversation between Roham and Adam Silver. I had total FOMO. At first I was like, oh yeah, that's going to be cool. And then like yesterday morning, I was like, yeah, missing out.
BB, I'll let you go first, bro.
All right, so admittedly, I skipped the fireside chat.
I know you. I was waiting in line with you because I didn't know who you were, and you came over to talk to Alex. So, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, "Who's that?" And he was like, "Oh, that's Boston based." I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like, what the fuck?
Well,
and then you just bounced.
Well, but real quick, before you answer, I have to ask: did everyone have their name tags that was basically just like their Top Shot username or their Twitter handle?
Oh yeah,
there you go. There you go.
Dapper VIPs had the name tags. There were no other name tags, and this was actually a complaint I had at one point because I was like, "Yo, we're at like the NLL brunch," and I'm like, "Why don't we should have name tags?" Because I don't remember all these motherfuckers. Like I don't want the real names. I want like how I'd ever know them because I don't know anybody's real name.
And you also learn like how to introduce yourself and how not to introduce yourself.
Right.
The first person I ran into was actually Jeb Bush, and he was going up into his elevator with like his friend, and he didn't know me, and so he didn't get into an elevator with some people, and I was like, "Oh, were you like afraid of crowds or something?" And I was like, yeah. And I was like, "Oh, I'm just being weird because I know who you are." He's like, yeah. I'm like, "You're Jeb, right?" He's like, yeah. I'm like, "I'm Boston based." He's like, "Oh, okay." It was super awkward. So don't introduce yourself like that. But I met a bunch of people that I've been talking to on Twitter and Discord for the last 2 years, and everyone was super nice. It was really cool.
That's wild.
And some staff members. I met Austin and Steve, Blockchain Steve. They were working the booth at NBACon. And just to kind of go into that information a little bit, when you go in, like the number one thing people were lining up for was this NBA ID, which is like free shirts, with like whatever you want on it, from these little design, the summer league, your favorite team, trophies, things like that. Anyway, so next to that was Top Shot one, and not as popular, not as busy, but they were giving away like autographed shoes. I'm spacing on who it was.
It was KD yesterday, and then it was Clyde Drexler Saturday, and it was a jersey of his, and then it was a Harrison Barnes autographed jersey on Friday.
Yeah, so they were enticing people over. They were giving away packs if you make a free throw. Even if you miss it, they'd probably give you a free pack. Quick rip
I missed my first few, and they let me reshoot a few times.
Oh,
to get mine.
One more. Just that one didn't count. That one didn't. Count.
They were cool about it. But yeah, you got a pack if you hit one, and then you got a second pack if you hit 3 in a row.
Gotcha.
And if you hit the most in a row, there's a big prize. So I hit my first shot. I'm like, okay, here we go. He's gonna get the big prize. And then I missed my second and third. So yeah,
there was a guy in front of me who hit 39 in a row, and so then of course he basically iced me at the line.
Oh, that's
what taking forever. I'm like, I'm ready to go. I'm next, and then the dude just rattles off, and then I miss my shot, and I just look awful compared to this guy who's just splashing 39 of them.
I'd be talking shit in his ear, after number 20.
That's man. So I mean, well, I meant to ask, what was if you made 3 in a row, what was the bigger prize?
It was a quick rip, I want to say, for the first one, and a second like common pack. They were just giving away there were common packs going all over the fucking place there. Between there and then they had all the packs at Thomas and Mack if you went into the little like bodega that they had there.
Yeah, so and I absolutely thought they were like condom sized packs and not like palm or face size pack. But I mean, I guess
something special there.
No, I guess I mean, since you have the QR code on the back, you don't want it to be like that small and have to like zoom in to take a picture.
But it was a display, it was in the Brothers Deli.
Triticus says that's too small.
They had these, and then they had like some larger boxes and stuff that kind of looked like a box full of these. It was a cool display, and they were not giving away, but they were selling hobby boxes, which was great for like guys like me that are flying out here and basically for Top
Yeah.
Shot and basketball, and it gives you like.
That's pretty
so
awesome.
I got 2 of these, and I
shit.
got fucking lucky as shit. So I won't get into that, but you can see my timeline to see what I pulled.
I thought I saw that. And by the way, question in the chat just to confirm, in there is you're pretty sure it's just cardboard in there. We have someone asking what's in the physical.
Yeah.
And there you go. Shake just asked also.
Yeah, they told me don't open it. It's just there's nothing in there.
I brought mine home for a prop too.
Wait, D-Jack, condom size would be a baby making product, especially with the name Quick Rip. Ken, I'm gonna have to start marking these shows specifically. Right.
You're gonna have to add to that disclaimer at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Honestly, that'd be a good advertisement for condoms, because I don't know if you guys ever try to open like in the heat of the moment, but like I could use a quick rip. That would be.
Aren't you married? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. It's been a while.
Oh man. Let's do a giveaway, shall we? Let's do a giveaway, and then we'll get back into NBACon. We'll do the Jovic first. Yeah, we'll do the Jovic. So if you've been here, trivia question gets flashed on the screen. First one to respond in the comments with the correct answer gets the prize, as long as whatever the first one is displayed on my end. So for the Jovic, and I tweeted out that this was going to be one of the moments. So hopefully people brushed up on their Jovic trivia. But simple question for the Jovic: with what pick in 2022 did the Heat select Jovic? Let's see.
I'm going to be relying on you for this, because I have a general idea, but I'd get it.
That's
wrong.
the thing. And that's why these are always tough, is because Top Shot, you can have other end of
Here we go.
We're getting there. We're now. SDB and D both got it. SDB came in first.
I see SDB also.
Yeah. Yep. SDB.
That was close.
You're like split second behind. But yeah, 27th. SDB. Just DM me either on Twitter or in the Flowty Discord, and we'll get that moment over to you. Congratulations.
Pretty sure it's just SDB.
And
did he Google it, you think?
It's just, believe me, when I'm coming up with some of these questions, I have an idea, but I got to Google it just to confirm. I'm not going into any of this with just full on confidence. And
I used in the 20s somewhere. I wasn't sure. I just remember because I was at that draft, and so I just remember him getting drafted late in the first round.
I will use this opportunity to this is a good segue. I won a legendary moment at the Team Hold live show.
Oh shit!
For a trivia contest, they went through. There was 3 guys up on stage, and they gave us quotes from NBA players, and we could name who it was that said it. And I got lucky. I'm not that good at that kind of shit, but legendary rookie Rev. So.
Oh, nice. No, who was it?
I don't know. Probably not Paulo, but.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
We'll see.
All right. There was something else I was going to say. Oh yeah, and just taking the time to thank the Nuggets again for not drafting Jovic also, and giving us the nightmare of having those 2 players, one letter off. Can you imagine the amount of holy crap moments that you would have, like receiving an offer or something, and you see Nuggets, Jokic, and then you see like $3. Totally. You see like $3 or something next to it. Yeah,
that shit happened with the Jalen's, right? Or like Jalen Williams.
Because Jalen Williams, and then Jaylin Williams. Yeah. Luckily, NFL All Day wasn't in existence when there was the crossover of it was like Devonta Freeman, Devontae Parker, Devonta Smith, and all those together.
I've seen the Jalen ones for that too on the NBA side because there's so many just fucking Jalen's overall in the league, and then a lot of Browns. I think it was.
Yeah. Oh, DJ, Ben, play the game. What's in your pocket for a giveaway? So we're gonna do that every show now. What's in my pocket? Maybe I'll do like, it will be completely random. I like that. Starting next show. What's up, Mike? Mike G, thanks for coming in.
So speaking of Summer League, I just got
I was gonna get back to
report notification here that Wemby is out for the rest of the Summer League. They're shutting him down. So I feel pretty stoked that I was able to go to the game yesterday and see that and get him live before they shut him down, because I thought he might have get shut down before yesterday. And so I was glad to see him, and of course glad to see the Blazers win and not choke again like we did on Friday.
You know what's been so funny is you see highlights the very few minutes that some second year players are in on Summer League. Everyone's, why is he in? Like Keegan Murray takes like 2 shots and everyone's like, why is he playing in Summer League? Why is he playing in Summer League? I don't know. I feel like I'm sure a lot of these guys are pumped and they want to play. They want to get some actual non-scrimmage. I mean, it's just as close to scrimmage as you can, professional scrimmages you can get, but like they probably want to get some of these minutes in.
I'd be a little worried if I was a Spurs fan having him keep playing, because I saw some highlights of him setting picks and just not getting his feet under his knees and just kind of like wobbling around and stuff. And that's gonna, if he's setting all those picks like every game, he's got to figure that shit out, because his feet were just like,
And he got knocked down yesterday. I thought they were going to pull him the rest of the game. It was just like it wasn't even that hard, but the fact that he got knocked down to the ground, I'm like, oh, they're pulling his ass.
But he got a big Band-Aid on his face.
Yeah.
So at least like when he falls, he's a tall guy. He's not a big guy. Like as a Sixers fan, when you watch, Embiid was taught how to fall in a certain way, but like when you watch him fall, no matter what, your heart stops. You're just like, that looked like a asteroid just crashing into the hardwood. No matter what. So maybe he'll take lessons from.
And you have someone like Jokic
Embiid,
who doesn't jump. And so
does it
face those kind of risks,
He really does. He really doesn't. If you were trying to stir something up in me, it's not working because I've moved.
No, I'm not. I'm really not.
No. Conversation for another day. I'm trying to remain optimistic. We'll see. Who knows? Yeah, who knows? Did you, BB? Did you catch any Summer League action also? I know, Trevor, you did.
I did. So, the crowds were so crazy for Wemby. He was actually timed up with the Celtics game yesterday. So I went and got like prime seats, like center court, like 3 rows back to watch them, which is, more exciting for me than being like 100 rows up watching Wemby, So that was cool. I got really close, got to see, the Jordan Walsh fall in the first play and almost limp off the court. But he kind of turned it around. He looks good. So that was exciting. And it's nice to get close to these new guys and just be with fans from all over the world,
Right.
I've been to I went to a video game conference once, and even there you'd feel like some, I don't know, community or something, but it was so much better here, because everybody's just here for the same thing.
I'm glad to hear that. I mean, I have here in the show sheet like what the sentiment was, and I know that's hard to describe. I mean, Trevor, compared to, I guess, past live events that you've been to, like, how did the sentiment feel just around? No, I mean, it doesn't, not necessarily, how does the sentiment feel around Top Shot, but just like the community in general, I guess.
Yeah, and it wasn't just the collectors that felt this. Dapper Labs employees mentioned this too, but when they did the NFL all day activation during NFT NYC last year, that was just at a coffee shop. It was more of an NFT environment because it was during NFT NYC, where this one, it was based around the hoops culture. and everyone there liked hoops. There's a little bit, I think, easier bridge, and they're really trying to like cut that whole like NFT idea out of it in terms of their marketing and branding.
Yeah.
So they were able to really focus in on like the hoops culture and collectibles. And this is just an easy way to do that. Check out all these cool highlights that are on these collectibles. And so I think that was really part of their messaging. Like someone would go to say like NFT and like, wait, whoa.
It's
and
digital collectible.
Yeah. And
no,
so,
it's a
They
shame
even had
that
a sign. They had a sign that said "No crypto required."
Yep.
Like on the Top Shot big screen
in the booth itself. Yeah. So it was cool that they had stuff like that. And then just again, the whole culture of hoops and getting in with the NBA, you know, having the fireside chat with Roham was pretty sick. You know, and Adam Silver and Malika. That was really cool in seeing kind of how Adam Silver was really all in on it, and he was really excited about it, and kind of it really felt like he had his weight behind Top Shot as a product, as it was really kind of trying to heat up and saying, you know, that the arenas, you know, they're filling up across the nation, and you know, you can't really scale up the arenas more. Sure, you might be able to add expansion teams and such, but you know, there's only so much there, and then the geographic lock, because so many of the games are in the United States, and having that global outreach using something like Top Shot. And they were talking about, you know, having the physical cards, and Adam Silver was going into that, and how, you know, they were losing cards in his past life, you know, as a kid and everything. So there was a lot there, and you know, having Malika Andrews there kind of go and facilitate that conversation was cool, because obviously she's all over ESPN and part of just like so much of the broadcast and everything. So really getting ingrained in the NBA culture and around this NBACon was really cool. And like it was having that whole full circle there, because you know, you had 2K had a booth there where they had the new 2K sitting out there ready for people to play. They had Panini there, they had Top Shot there, you know, AT&T, NBA ID, New Era had, and I bought a Blazers hat that then Anthony Simons and Jabari Walker signed, 2 Blazers.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it had all the, you know, they put patches on my hat and everything like that. So
patches, stickers, that's me. That's
so it was really cool that like
nice NBACon gear.
So they had a lot of like swag and players around, and it was really fun in that way. And like, I'm a huge hoop head. Yeah, I'm a season ticket holder. So getting all this all together and in all these different angles. I'm also play 2K all the fucking time. I'm pretty sure Boston Base does too. I think
I do
too. But like just having all that in a single place was cool for someone that loves the NBA. And then you got the 2 Chainz concert.
That was sweet. And I heard some people that said, like, I didn't know 2 Chainz was going to be there, but my girlfriend's like obsessed with 2 Chainz, obsessed with his like opener, and it's like, you know, it's just like a bonus, you know.
I had no idea. I like the new 2 Chainz and Alanis Morissette commercial. Makes me laugh.
Well, I don't even know that, but it sounds
it's like a Sirius XM radio. It's like a Sirius XM commercial or something.
That's ironic.
I feel like the sit down was important because there is a timeline in which you know, licenses have to be renewed, and it was silent for a while, and you will see a lot of naysayers bring up, you know, the fact that that there is an expiration date. So I feel like this was a bit reassuring and a bit good to see, because I think that's coming up in what, 2 years, 3 years? It was at 26, I think.
I thought it was 28, but I don't know.
Okay. Either way,
And they were really talking about like looking forward, and the future of their partnership and everything like that, which is really reassuring in that way, because people have definitely worried about that. And I forgot who I was talking to. I think it was someone on the Dapper team, and brought this up, and he's like, "Well, it could definitely renew even way before there," and saying it might have been UFC that renewed. I guess they renewed it for like 10 additional 10 years already at some point. So like they could just renew it soon. I mean, that'd be great, but I don't fucking know if they do.
So I don't know if you guys remember when Adam sat down with So Rare, and I think it was in France when they were doing the NBA tour.
Yep.
And the sentiment was like, why not Top Shot? Why isn't he sitting down with Top Shot? And everyone's like, why isn't the NBA Twitter account that has millions of followers, why aren't they retweeting any Top Shot stuff? Why aren't they mentioning Top Shot ever? And so I think for the people like me who want to see this expand, who want to see it more and more like involvement with the NBA, seeing them sit down and kind of drop some alpha or whatever was exciting. Yeah.
And speaking of that, like having that exposure, I thought one of the cool things was the geo based packs there that you had for the rare pack. Sure, people were able to like VPN and change their locations to get it, but the idea was that like they had that available and you had to be in arena in order to get that. So I could see that scaling out, you know, especially as we had the like Blazers in arena NFT this year. But once that link got out, it was out and people were easily able to get it.
They also indicated that this is something that they intend to keep going. So I'm hopeful that this is how they have some kind of presence in stadiums, you know, moving forward. That'd be a great way to get the project out there.
I hope the new Sixers ownership are planning a new stadium. Of course, why would you worry about like your team itself when you can worry about moving a stadium into the literal middle of the city? But I hope if that goes through, they have something in mind for in arena.
Diamond, I see that in the chat. Great for those that attended, but do you think it really moved the needle overall in terms of current sentiment, the marketplace scarcity Series 5? I would say this particular drop, again, people were able to change their locations and still get it. And these packs are also available today. So in the end, like this, like on the micro level, like this pack itself, probably not. But I think overall, you know, they're able to onboard, and like if they have that up on the Jumbotron, like they had the Blazers in Arena NFT on the Jumbotrons there, and people are able to scan it. They download the app.
These, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of ways that I think they can expand upon what they had here as they look at Series 5, where then it really puts, you know, maybe they have Blazer specific packs that you have to be at a game for. So then it's really kind of going into Blazer fan hands.
So
and they have the capability of doing that too, like the Blazer specific pack. You know what I'm saying? Like they're I feel like they're curating some of these packs more than they used to. And
well, I was gonna say, but before when you said met Austin, like I want to absolutely give a shout out to Austin for the moment curation of Series 4. Actually, I'm going to use this and Diamond's question. You know, talking about Series 5. Yeah.
Speaking of Austin Kent, so I had Austin Kent open one of my rare packs, and that was actually quite the experience. The dude was just loving it, and like he told like a base moment. He's like, "Bro, we gotta watch this," and then he goes and tells me, "Watch this, Dylan Brooks," as he's going and locking Steph Curry all the way down the court. He's like, and just giving me the whole rundown. And I'm like, this is like a special experience as the guy who went and like curated this whole moment.
Yeah.
And he was just talking me through everyone. I would have thought this Dylan Brooks base moment out of 16K was trash, but he made me know that otherwise it was great.
He did that with me with a quick rip, so
maybe everyone needs an Austin Kent experience to get pumped over those common moments. But so Diamond, he was asking also like about just NBACon in general and chat with Adam Silver. I mean, I'm fine. You know, I want to tie that into maybe expectations or a quick discussion on Series 5 since I have an announcement to make and we got to get out of here. But yeah, I'm catching up in the chat and I agree, Mike G. One thing can't really fix a lot of. It's going to be a slow process, and you know, we might be having a very similar conversation in a year from now. But it seemed like it was at least a step in a positive direction, at least for optics as well. I don't think it's something that will translate to the marketplace, but that's the thing. Like, sentiment can be high even if, you know, the marketplace, let's say there's some low floors. Like that's not Top Shot's fault. You know, if someone wants to do a quick rip and then undercut and then complain about, you know, floor, you know, that's not Top Shot's fault. I feel like they just have to do or continue to make the right decisions and wait for more collectors to come on. That's the only way people are going to be okay with the marketplace or think that the marketplace has turned around or so if there's like an extra influx of users. Until then, sentiment can be up and everything. Eugene, Australia is in the house. Our wonderful
time it is there.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess because our wonderful designer Eugene, he lives in Australia, and it has to be, I don't know, like 4 a.m. something like that, 5 a.m. maybe, because I know he has to get to work. And Diamond, they don't. It's sad that too many focus on that. Totally agree. Diamond, I know you and I are catching up tomorrow, but I think we need, or it's going to take an influx of new users.
I think it sucks when you buy a moment for $7 and then it's $1, a few months later or a year later. But I think that's just a natural part of how this whole thing started and how it's going to have to evolve. And $1 moments aren't the end of the world.
$1 moments are. Do you know you can go on eBay? Level. You can go on eBay and set a max price of like 75 cents or $1. You will get millions of results. Millions. So like we need nothing should, and I've been on record saying nothing should have, a common or even a rare shouldn't have costed $100,000 to begin with. Like the moments that that are now $80 that were once, 8,000 probably shouldn't have cost $8,000 to begin with. So we need $1 moments.
And I think the TSS approach, burning that kind of lost TSS, or making use of those overspending or whatever. It's not the it doesn't fix everything, but it's one way to address that. It keeps you engaged and it allows you to feel like I'm getting some value from something that no longer holds the value that it once did.
Right.
The ghosts of Christmas past, are able to actually pass at that point in time. You're able to burn them, move on with your life, and hopefully get something back.
Exactly.
Your soul, you get a part of your soul back each moment that you burn. Yeah, that was. Yeah.
If it's a good leaderboard, yes.
If it's a good leaderboard. Real quick, let's do. We might do like some quick fire Top Shot Series 5 expectations. To close things out, and obviously we have one more giveaway, but I at least want to make sure I spend due time on this because it is sort of a big announcement. I teased this on Twitter a little bit earlier, but this week we will be releasing the first edition of the Flowty newsletter. Now I know that word newsletter can have sort of such like an amateur-esque connotation to it sometimes, but we are really trying to take things to the next level here with the Flowty newsletter. We want to provide a central hub for all our recent updates and a comprehensive but also concise summary, various perspectives around the Flow blockchain. We want to cut out the fluff, and we're not going to be bombarding you with daily emails with just a few bullet points each. So when you sign up, you'll get the monthly publication, a mid-month check-in, and any one-offs pertaining to major updates, whether it be on Flowty or on Flow. You can sign up at docs.flowty.io/blog. You can sign up in a few other places also. And, it's not just a newsletter we're doing. You're going to get everything in your inbox, in your email inbox. But we're also turning our monthly publication into a more user-friendly experience. I like calling it an experience. So you're going to have the email. You're going to have the option to view the newsletter interactively online. You're going to have the option to download it in PDF form as a traditional publication if you want. But also, we are going to be uploading a recording of it to our podcast feed. So if you're browsing your email, you're checking something, you're on the go, but you want to finish off the rest of the newsletter, just sign up and subscribe to our podcast feed, and you'll get it there. So first edition is going to be coming out Wednesday. The link to sign up, again, docs.flowty.io/blog, or you can go, it's in the description box of this show. You can go to the Flowty homepage. If you scroll down to the bottom, just put your email in there. Just encourage everyone to sign up. It's going to, edition 1 is going to be fantastic, and it is set to release on Wednesday. Again, edition 1 of the Flowty newsletter in email, online interactive form, PDF form, and audio recording. as well. Trying to hit all bases, all accessibility. So yes, Eugene, all for the experience. That's always keeping that in mind.
Good stuff.
So yeah, before we close off with a giveaway, any thoughts on Top Shot Series 5, and then we'll get out of here.
Give me Scoot.
Give me Scoot. Yeah, I mean, aside from it's just we're all sad that the NBA season is over, but watching Summer League, it is nice to be like, can't wait for the first Wemby moment, can't wait for the first Scoot moment, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah,
I think that's going to be a huge start to the season for Series 5. The hype around the Wemby, they said they're going to keep him
at Chet. Let's not leave Chet in the dust either.
Chet, yeah. They're going to keep him at 4,000 minutes, which I think is good. It's accessible, somewhat to the ordinary collector, and
that is major for all of Top Shot's screw ups, like from Series 2 through to the beginning of Series 4. But like the best consistency they've had is always keeping those rookie mints to 4,000 and not changing that at all. Yeah. Trevor, anything you're looking or hoping for in particular?
I want to see what they end up doing as a captain, how that program kind of progresses as it's really been going through some changes and everything. We haven't really been we didn't see funding since Q1, and I think it was Q2 we got funding. Some teams didn't get Q2 funding depending on what they had in their account and everything. So I'm excited to see what they end up doing with the captain's program going into S5 as they try to maybe be a little bit more economically responsible with it instead of just shelling out $15K to each community every month like they did at the start. Like that was wild. But seeing what they do with this next year and how then we're able to grow with that.
That's a good, interesting perspective. And let's please give a shout out to all of the Top Shot captains. I can only imagine, the amount of work that you guys all put into it. Treat said, tap the app for social and marketplace. I like the first half of that. Second half can be reserved for Flowty.io. Okay. No, I am excited. No, I am excited. I am excited for a continued app improvement. Reminder, there is a drop 2 hours and 10 minutes from now. App exclusive pack drop. 2 hours, 10 minutes. Yep. There you go. All right, let's close it out with one more trivia. This is for the Treyman quad badge. We'll go with quad badge there. A lot of Thunder have a chance to be a very exciting team this year. Let's see where we at. Okay, for the Treyman dropped a career high 35 points against what Eastern Conference team? There is a hint. The hint is this show. The hint is.
I thought the hint was Eastern Conference.
Okay. So the hint is this show.
All right. Let's see. We got
no. Treat, you got it. Boston, 35 points against the Celtics in March 2022. So.
Wait, who got that?
Treats.
I see Diamond in front of them.
Yep. No. I see. Yeah, Diamond won. Sorry, Cheetacus. I was looking. Yep. There you go. This is why team effort here. Sorry, Diamond. You get your moment. All right. Any closing thoughts, guys? This has been a fun, quick show. Just wanted to catch up, see how things went over FUD at NBACon, and just again a reminder to everyone watching. Like this video, subscribe to the Flowty YouTube, but also please go sign up for the Flowty mailing list. You will not want to miss this first edition of the newsletter. I think we have some giveaways to go along with it for those that sign up. I haven't ironed out the details, but usually it goes along with it. But closing comments, guys. BB, Trevor, thanks so much for hopping on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I just got to give a shout out to Mike Sakarian and Team Hold. They were instrumental in getting me and a bunch of other people out here. I know because they brought up every morning, in their live streams, like, we're going to Vegas. Don't forget, we're going to Vegas. We're all going to Vegas. So it was definitely that kept me engaged and made me book it and everything. So shout out to them.
Yeah, and I'm gonna follow up with what Dream Shaker said there, that if make sure you go and like this the show here right there on the YouTube page, subscribe to Flowty. We need that, we love it. And I'm excited for NBACon next year. I'd assume that they thought this was a success and they'll do it again. And
it seemed like they were pleasantly surprised. Like, it seemed like it was better than expected.
Yeah, they kept adding stuff and people. Yeah. So I think that's how like,
I'll be here next year, so long as baby situation allows me to make it. But
I'm gonna wish you a hearty good luck on that, because that baby will be like 4 months old or something.
Yeah, exactly. So it'll be fun. But yeah, I definitely want to go again. I went to Summer League last year. I'm glad it was the first weekend. Yeah, because
it's actually good for kids, like, that can walk around and like the game and stuff. Like, that's I think if you have like a kid that's like, I got 5 to 10 or something, they love it. So
I got a few years before I'll take Ezra with me.
And 33-year-old kids like myself, it was fun.
That's true. We are. Let's not try to pretend we're adults here. Okay. Okay. We may have kids, but yeah, let's not pretend we're adults. But anyways, yeah, thanks so much, everyone. Great show, guys. And if you only caught part of this, you can watch it on replay or catch it in audio form on the podcast feed. Otherwise, thanks to BB, thanks to Trevor, thanks everyone for tuning in, and we will catch you next time.
Go Blazers.
Thanks, guys.